to the channel. So today, I'm stuck inside and I'm bored, so we're gonna do something fun. I saw a YouTuber do this, Laura DIY. You've probably heard of her. And I was inspired, intrigued, drawn to this craft. I can't remember the last time I did a craft video, but it was a while ago. So I decided I'm stuck at home. I'm bored. I need YouTube content. Let's make some masks because of the corona. Everyone's kind of getting a little antsy and there's not really any masks at your local HEB, so everyone's kind of worried. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be making corona masks. I'm not going to call them that. We're just going to be making masks. This is the way Laura DIY did her masks, but instead of sewing them, I'm going to be fabric gluing them because my sewing machine and I are at odds right now, so we're not getting along really good right now, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and make some masks. So first step, obviously you are going to need some fabric. That would be very useful. So it doesn't really depend on what size, it just has to be either a square or a rectangle. I would suggest a fairly large square. I end up using a rectangle for a lot of the masks that I make in this video, but I would definitely recommend a square and a little bit bigger than the ones that I did. I did not make them big enough. You can really use any fabric, just don't use fabric that's too thick. And here I show you my fabric fusion glue. You can easily buy this on Amazon for like $8 or something. And of course, Amazon will ship to you. I got that one on Amazon and it works great. Now you can totally skip over this step if you don't feel like it or it's too time consuming for you. But what I'm doing here is just closing up the seams with some fabric glue so there's no rough edges. You can easily skip over this step, but you are going to end up having some rough edges on your mask. So yeah, I'm just putting little lines of glue, doesn't need that much. And of course, I have to be professional and smooth it out. And by doing this, all I'm doing really is just flattening out the glue so it doesn't end up drying with big lumps in the fabric, which fabric glue can do that. Next step is fairly easy, and that is just folding over the edges. Yeah, you didn't really want to see me fold down all those edges, did you? So yeah, now I'm just leaving it to dry for a few hours. And now I am just fast forwarding through all the ones that I did as well as the pink one that you saw. So you don't have to listen to me say those instructions over and over again. Yay! And back to the pink one. Oh, yeah, lovely face in there. Yeah, don't need to see that. All right, back to the pink one. So looks good, both sides, nice and clean. And now we're just going to fold it about 3 times so we can get that more of accordion feel, so it more spreads out when you put it over your face like most masks actually look like. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here, just showing you the folds, and then we're going to glue them. Yep, skip all that teetering and tottering with the mask. Teetering, tottering, what the heck? Anyways, so now I'm just gluing the sides of the folds where I want to fold, because that makes sense. So yes, please just fold the sides. We don't need to be gluing the middle part. Just the sides of the mask will do justice. Now, I don't know why I had such a hard time trying to figure out how to hold the folds in place. It doesn't seem that complicated. So yeah, I was just messing with it. I was getting glue on my hands. I was making a mess. And eventually I just threw some rocks on there that I found around my room. I was just like, yes, you are going to hold this in place. You are going to hold this in place. Oh, look at that. Oh, so lovely. Just putting random things. Oh, look, stapler. Yep. You know, you could have just put a book over it, but no, you had to use a tape roll, some painted rocks you did, and a stapler. No, that's fine. That's perfectly fine, Natalie. As you can probably tell, I made a lot of masks that I didn't use. Well, you're going to see that I didn't use all of them in the finished product. I only used 3 of them that I made, and I'm trying to just show those 3, but you're probably going to see a few pop in and out of this video that didn't get finished because either I didn't have enough materials or they were too small, they didn't come out right. It just takes practice with these things, so don't get discouraged if your first mask doesn't turn out that great. And for the mask that I did use, I tried to do a more simple girly style one, but more of like for a mom kind of pattern. And then I did this gray one, which could be for a boy or a dad or a brother. And then I did a mermaid fabric one, which I thought would be for like a little girl. And I did actually make that one smaller than the rest, so it could be like for a small child or toddler. Now I just threw this step in the time lapse, but it's a very important step, so it's just gluing the other side of the folds as well. You have to make sure you do this, or else it will turn out weird. And here I am just showing off the finished product before I put the straps on. And as you can see, the gray one took a lot longer than these two, so I went ahead and just waited for that for the end. And for the straps, I did use headbands that I had. I had a bunch of these headbands and I just cut them in half and used these. Or you could use elastic, or you can use pretty much any stretchy fabric like a rubber band or anything like that. I find these headbands are a lot more comfier than elastic or rubber bands, but you can use whatever you have at home since you can't really go out and buy anything. Hopefully you have one of these. I'm sure you would have no problem buying some of these rubber bands on Amazon, or you can buy elastic. And of course here, I'm just showing you where I'm going to be gluing them with my almost empty fabric glue. Yeah, I'm shaking that bad boy up. Okay, that was really weird. Anyways, yep, here I go, gluing on the elastic. And as I said, it does take a couple, like 2 hours to 4 hours for fabric glue to fully dry. It does kind of suck, but it's worth it in the end because it's easier to use than hot glue because it won't burn you, or you could easily sew it. But fabric glue works for this great especially if you don't have a sewing machine handy, because fabric glue stretches very easily. And when that is all dry, you are done, my friend. I hope you did enjoy this video. And yep, here's me modeling the pink mask that I made. Oh, yep, get that over your ears, Natalie. Yep, that looks great on you, girl. Work that mask. I mean, there's no law saying you can't look stylish while staying 6 feet apart from everyone. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are staying safe, staying inside, and if you want to try and make these masks out, go ahead. Please do it. You can use fabric glue, you could use hot glue, you could use super glue, but be careful, that stuff is sticky. Anyways, I will see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay healthy. Love you guys. Bye-bye.